Ballyconnell Festival 2025 is now one for the history books. Here's a quick look back at the best bits. For those who were there, a reminder of just how good it was. And for those who, for reasons beyond understanding, weren't, a little motivation to plan your free time better next year. Let's start at the beginning because Ballyconnell Festival 2025 didn't just happen. It rolled out like a 5-day masterclass in music, food, and the fine art of having the Craic. The festival kicked off in true Ballyconnell fashion with the Thursday night pub quiz. Next day, before the music took over, the community centre laid on a charity tea party that could have fed half the county. Friday night in the Brandywell pub, Sean McBride got things moving. The pints were flowing, the voices were loud, and you could feel the weekend settling in. Get back to where you want to belong. Saturday morning, Main Street turned into the beating heart of the festival. The Fair Day stalls were out in force, jewellery, knitwear, carved wood, paintings, and enough home crafts to fill a gallery. The smell of Crow's Butcher's famous venison burgers drifted down the street, battling with the Aroma Cafe's hot dogs loaded with proper Polish sausage. Sweet stalls were dotted everywhere, ready to ruin your dinner plans. Nigel Livingstone played in the middle of it all, giving Fair Day its own soundtrack and pulling in a crowd between the food and craft stalls. The pet show brought out Ballyconnell's proudest pet owners, with dogs in costume, wagging tails, and more than a few show-offs stealing the spotlight. As the sun dipped, the Main Street stage lit up for the Danny Byrne Band. They pulled a strong crowd, but it was their loyal female fan base pressed up against the front barrier who gave them the loudest cheers. That evening, Lizzie Buggies opened with Dillion. She sang like she owned the place, and more than a few people said she deserves a main stage slot next year. After her came Jard, turning up the pace and packing the pub. At midnight, DAFT Punked took over. Two DJs who proved that, yes, Ballyconnell can handle a bit of 21st century music. People danced until 3 in the morning because, well, why wouldn't you? Sunday afternoon was all about the free family fun day in Oragale Park. The trampolines didn't get a rest. Kids clambered through the Garda car and fire truck like they were born to it. The magician kept pulling off tricks that left jaws open, and the climbing walls had cues all day, proving just how popular they were. Giant games kept everyone smiling, while football darts drew its own crowd of would-be sharpshooters. The weather helped, but so did the atmosphere. Friendly, relaxed, and buzzing with energy. Family Fun Day, entertainment for the entire family. Over on the Woodford Canal, the duck race was a fierce contest of yellow plastic athletes battling the current, or at least they would have been if there'd been any current. Even so, the crowd cheered them on like it was the Formula One final, with all the drama of a photo finish between two slightly soggy contenders. Back on Main Street, Paddy Treacy's gig had been moved from the park after the success of Family Day. The stage outside the Anglers Rest pub pulled in a serious crowd. Jive dancers took over the road, and it looked like the 1950s had turned up for the night. Especially for watching it for me. Yeah, lifted light by the river's bed, looking back. I still remember I was proud to be his friend. Here we go. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no Captain's John. Night at the main stage, Pure fiesta vibes, same as last year, and maybe even louder. One for the Road had the place hopping, and if you remember, they were the gang that closed the festival in style last time. This year, they were the perfect warm-up for the big one. And then Jimmy Buckley walks on, and it's game over. The man's got more charm than the weather forecast in July, and the street turned into a dance floor, packed with couples twirling like they were born for it. Every chorus got belted straight back at him, and nobody wanted to go home.
I'm not rich, but I'm pretend. Living it up, I'm tearing down. We're all living for the weekend. We're all living for the weekend. There's no string that I can be friends. Sing together, it's goes down. We're all living for the weekend, yeah.
But the party wasn't done. The Crow's Nest had Finn Brogan on duty, and the rambling Rovers turned it into a proper sing-song. Lizzie Buggies was bouncing to Strings Empire. And then the Jiggers of Ireland kept the crowd moving. Over at the Woodford Arms, Cathal Brough gave us the perfect wind down, the kind that makes Monday morning feel just a little less cruel.
Oh, the days like a slow rains like a fire. He glimmers the light, refuse to fly. All I can hear is your song calling me. Now get the melody out of my head to sing. The instructions I listen. Do you know how much you can say?
By Monday, most of Ballyconnell was in recovery mode. The only ones with any energy left were the teddy bears, who staged a very civilized picnic in the community centre. For the rest of us, it was all about nursing the memories and finishing off whatever was left in the fridge, usually cold chips and the last scraps from a spicy bag. Ballyconnell Festival 2025 had it all. Music, food, fun, and that feeling you only get when the whole town comes together. Roll on 2026. We'll be ready.